It's FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont, man. We back, man. About to cook. Salute to everybody pulling up today, man. Late night stream. Post-game reaction, man. I think we saw one of the best games, man. We saw one of the best games that we've seen a long time in the NBA playoffs, y'all. We about to cook on it tonight. We about to go over the film. Obviously, we're going to do a breakdown of the game, breakdown of the film, tell you guys what and again, this is something that I reminded you guys about when we were watching that Lakers series, all right? Remember what I told you guys in that Lakers series? I said, yeah, look, the Lakers might not have the guns to beat OKC, but the Lakers was for sure showing the rest of the league what the formula was to slow and stop OKC. The Lakers had the formula. They didn't have the personnel. And we saw that tonight. We saw that tonight clearly. We saw that all San Antonio did was deploy the Lakers formula with a whole bunch of players with their sliders turned up. That's all it was. And we saw glimpses of this same thing. Glimpses of this same thing versus the Lakers, man. And tonight, again, one of the best games that we've seen in a long time. Double overtime. I knew that OKC wouldn't make this easy. Obviously, they always have some guy that can step up and play great. We're going to talk about Alex Caruso tonight. We're going to talk about SGA. We're going to talk about Chet's slow start. But I think the story of the night is we definitely got to talk about Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama is just definitely the story of the night, man. This man, again, when I watched him, his very first summer league game, I said, he just stands in your vicinity and affects your shot. Herm talked about this at the start of the year about the Spurs. I projected the Spurs to be in the playoffs, but I don't think I projected them to be this good. And Victor Wembanyama, his growth, he is now figuring out this league. He's not sped up anymore. He's playing at his own pace. And I'm just going to say it now. And this is where basketball fans have to make a choice, y'all. Basketball fans are going to have to make a choice. Are we going to appreciate greatness as we see it, or are we going to cry about it? Because we are watching y'all. Possibly the greatest player to ever step on an NBA basketball court. And we get to watch his career from start to finish. Now, we just get a second redo at this because the majority of you sports fans in the sports world, y'all got it wrong with LeBron James. Is you spent the majority of his career hating on him. Are we going to get it right with Victor Wembanyama? What we are looking at, you guys, we have never seen this before. As I said on Inside the Arcs channel, I said Victor Wembanyama might be the first player in NBA history with a 155 2K player rating. He is the closest thing that we have seen to a perfect player. You guys will struggle to identify any flaws in this man's game. And the funniest part about it, y'all, is the man's not even in his prime yet. He's not even in his prime yet. We're going to be talking about all that and more today. Salute to everybody getting in here. We got to cook on this, man. Before we get started on this, y'all, look, man. Victor Wembanyama just shook the entire 41 points, 24 rebounds. Bill Russell numbers, Will Chamberlain numbers, right? Took over late to steal game one from the defending champs. This was supposed to be SGA and OKC continuing their run. They were undefeated in the playoffs up until this point. Instead, Victor Wembanyama just announced the Spurs are not waiting their turn. Double overtime, big time shots, defensive impact, controlling the glass. This wasn't just a win. This was a statement. We're going to be going over the full film breakdown today here on FYF Sports TikTok Takeover. And this is exactly, again, you guys, you see it on the screen. This is exactly why I've been using Prop GPT, because games like this are where the perception and reality don't always line up. I checked this matchup earlier on Prop GPT just to see how things were trending. And that's what stood out. It breaks down the matchup, shows you how the numbers align, and helps you see where the edge is, right? So you can be profitable on these parlays. If you want to make money on Prize Picks, DraftKings, any of these sites, make sure you download Prop GPT. It's going to give you the insider information on how to make these winning props, right? I've been using Prop GPT lately. I'll post my winning parlay on my YouTube community post. If you guys want to check it out, make sure you guys find Prop GPT in the Google Play Store or the Apple Play Store. Download it today as we push through this intro, right? So if you want to check your own picks and see how these games are lining up, it's on Prop GPT. You guys see it right here on the screen. Prop GPT. Go find it. Google Play Store, Apple Play Store. Download the app as we push through this intro. We're going to go ahead and get into it, y'all, because this series just got real. Looks like OKC has a real battle on their hands. And I feel like the winner of this series is most definitely the NBA champions. I don't see anybody in the East that can contend with either one of these teams, man. Look, y'all, we're going to rock out to one of the new songs for FYF Sports, GJK TikTok Takeover. We're going to push through this intro. As we push through this intro, make sure you guys tap that share button. There's a little share button on the bottom of your screen. Hit the repost, add it to your story, share it to people, share it to other friends on TikTok. We're about to cook up tonight. We're about to go over this game film. We're going to be bringing you guys up. I want to get y'all thoughts on the game, get y'all thoughts on Victor Wembanyama, get y'all thoughts on the performances that we saw tonight. We're disappointed. Did you feel anybody choke? We got a lot to cook on tonight, man. We're going to push through the intro. You guys let me know what you think about the new song, one of the new songs on the FYF platform. You guys been hearing a lot of these new songs. We got another one dropping for you guys tonight. Again, I'm going to be bringing you guys up to cook, man. It's FYF Sports. It's GJK, another TikTok takeover, man. We got to cook on this game tonight, man. It was a masterpiece.
FYF Sports. The mic on the mic. Say keep bouncing. We not dumb. Run the tape. We not dumb. Run the back, stand on that. We not dumb. Stop playing with the room. Made up stat. Let the chat see through. Lied on tape. Try to change what it was. FYL. Pull it up like now. We not dumb. Say it clean, say it twice. Fake hoop talk. Don't survive on the lights. Jordan fan panic. When the facts come tough. Lamar hit the button like bro, we not dumb. Dookie came through with the 88 story. Said Mike saw hard. That was in position for glory. We watched the game back. Cold Clay got shaken. Then he changed definitions. Like words got lazy. Hard double turn soft when the footage played. Trying to save MJ with a homemade phrase. That's not film work. That's milk-cation. Rated all cap meant real correction. King's Speech said Brown never on the logs. Lamont put the quotes in. Read every cause. Final statements. Accountability on work. He still denied it while the clip got bell. That's why the saying hit different in space. We not known. Can't lie to our face. Dress it up clean. Put bass in your voice. Facts don't care about your favorite choice. Woo! We not dumb. We not dumb. Stop playing with the rules. Made up stand. Got a chat see through. Lie don't take. Try to change what it was. FYL pull it up like now. We not dumb. We not dumb. We not dumb. They turn on. We not dumb. We not dumb. We not dumb. A fan creation. What is that? Who made it? Dookie threw a term out. ChatGPT graded came back empty. No mention found. Fake analytics hit the flow face down. Plato said advantage creation. But mine call it D1 coach with confirmation. Coach said never heard that in the game. Another made up term went down in flames. Perm when it help. One shell when it fit. Fake coach, fake numbers. Same old script. Superstar and Jabo with a yes, no trap. Ask leading questions. So kind cats came. Cloud. They don't want answers. They want people corner. FIL built different. Hoping no reward. Can't strain coops to a trick question. Then cry when I'm up. Wait for correction. We not dumb. We not dumb. Run it bad. Made up stay. Now the chat see through. I don't take. Try to change what it was. FIL fully done like no. We not dumb. We not dumb. We not dumb. Take time on. We not dumb. We not dumb. We not dumb. Since TikTok take over, the game got nervous. Basketball feeling, so they search personal. Digging for dirt when the logic collapse. Then delete the lie before clips come back. They misquote tapes, then run to a panel. Tell half a story, trying to make it factual. But FYF got receipts in motion. Every fake wave get drawn from the ocean. This for the fans who know what we mean. Lies sound loud, but the tape look clean. Swear they watch, but the film say no. Stat don't exist, but they still move forward. Now once they come to the tap get rough, then the whole room here. We not dumb. FYF Sports. In a trunk, say keys bounce by the miss get jump. We not dumb, we not dumb. Stop playing with the room, made up stay. Now the chat see through, lie don't take. Try to change what it was, now what? Pull it up like nah. We not dumb, we not dumb, we not dumb. Take time on, we not dumb, we not dumb, we not dumb, we not dumb. We not dumb. Check the time. We not dumb.
FYF Sports, man. Got to cook on this game tonight, man. We saw a crazy game, man. Hell of a game, man. Man, well, the NBA, man, is something different, man. Told y'all need to start appreciating these players. Stop running around crying, acting like y'all done seen stuff like this before. We ain't seen nothing like this before, man. This is crazy. Wemby's performance tonight, best offensive player, best defensive player, the best rebounder, clutch, made every clutch. I told y'all, how is going into next year, how does NBA 2K not make Victor Wembanyama a 100? How is he not a 100 plus? He's exactly what we did when we created a player on a video game. Make him tall, he can dribble, he can shoot, he block everything. He's a real life NBA Jam player. Some of the layups, some of the finishes, and then you watch. And then OKC had the nerve to try to treat this man like they did Nikola Jokic. We're going to throw Alex Caruso on you. It took Victor about 4 seconds to figure that out. The man barbecued. They tried to pull that little silly stunt that they pulled on Nikola Jokic last year. Let's put Alex Caruso on you. What does Alex Caruso be saying to these coaches in these locker rooms to get them all gassed up about putting little old Alex Caruso on what? Like, what does he be saying to make them think that was a good idea? You'd have been better off, and then you Hartenstein. You'd have been better off just playing Hartenstein. And SGA, y'all. SGA, I told y'all. I said, you know the scariest thing in basketball? We're about to go over the film, too. We're about to pull the film up and cook. Salute to everybody getting in here. Man, make sure we smashing that like. We should have way more likes than that, man. Let's try to push this thing to 5K likes, man. Make sure we smashing that like. Salute to everybody getting in here, cooking and watching, man. We about to go over the film. Crazy what we saw tonight. This was crazy what we saw tonight. He said SGA got exposed. No. I don't know, Mookie, but I told y'all while we were watching the Lakers series, people were so caught up in OKC beating the Lakers, which we all knew would happen. I told y'all for like 3 games in a row. I said, no matter what you say about the Lakers just exposed the formula on how to beat OKC. The Lakers had the perfect formula. They didn't have the perfect personnel. I told y'all, the Spurs literally are doing the same thing the Lakers are doing, but all the players on the court got their sliders turned up. You ain't got Austin Reeves sliding around doing this stuff. You ain't got Rui forgetting assignments. They was on point. All their rotations was on time. What do we talk about? No drop coverage for SGA. Never once did they ever go into any type of drop coverage. As soon as he came off any type of screen, Castle, all these guards fighting over. So he feels that threat behind him. And then when he turns the corner, what does he see? You see a 7'4", probably on the court. It feel like he's 7'9", 7'10", standing right in front of you. And he's not dropping. He's stepping up to you. The scariest thing, that's one of the most scariest things in the NBA is a young team that enjoys playing defense. Most of these young dudes that come into the league are trying to score more. Look at the Cam Thomases. You got to give the Spurs organization credit because they've lit a fire under these guys and basically said, look, we're going to rock with you guys as long as you rock with us and do things the Spurs way. They got a young coach in there that's lighting the fire every time OKC cut it close. Timeout. And they got right back to it. OKC was always playing on their heels tonight. We're going to get right to this film, y'all. We're going to cook, man. Salute to everybody getting here. We got 147 watching, man. Make sure we smashing them gifts. Let's tap them roses. Do whatever you got to talk because we're about to go through some film. I'm going to be bringing you guys up to cook, man. This is going to be the best series of the playoffs. This might be one of the best series that we've seen in a long time. This is crazy right here. Let me got to get to this film, man. We're going to get to this film, man. This game was nuts, man. Appreciate you guys following the live creator. Salute to IP Sipper. Salute to SR. Appreciate everybody, man. Make sure we smashing those likes. We only at 2K likes. We got to get them likes up, man. We really trying to get people here to cook, man. This game was crazy, y'all. Salute to everybody cooking up. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man. I don't know if we will ever see another player like Victor. I've never seen this. Think about how screwed up Victor's game would have been if he grew up in the 80s and 90s with some coach telling him to go stand on the block, stand around, and just hope that we can throw the ball into you and throw up hooks at the rim. Wemby out there knocking down deep threes, clutch threes. Wemby's facing up. Wemby's bullying people in the paint. When you put a small on him, he knows when to take the small to the rim. He got guards around him that's throwing passes that's on time and on target. He ain't wasting no time. Super entertaining player to watch. He's all over the court. And the one thing that I do like, and if you guys remember, a couple years ago on FYF Sports, I had a bone to pick with LeBron James and the Lakers for this. They don't cry to refs. They don't sit around crying. Victor fall down, good, bad, calling different. He get up and sprint back. That's how you win games. That's winning basketball. Who cares? How can a ref? People been complaining about the OKC refs all year. The refs can't save you if you stay locked in, man. Let's get to this film. We're gonna be breaking this down. Man, hell of a game. All right, y'all. We're gonna play this. Let me get this volume right on this, man. Make sure the volume's not too loud. I'll push that volume down to 20%. There we go. Oh man. Let me know if that's too loud. If it's too loud, let me know. I turn it down. Or I just mute it. I just muted, man. Look, start the game right here. Oh man, it's playing super fast for some reason. This is all the offensive plays of the game, y'all. I want to get to some of the most important ones. Caruso was on fire, you guys. Caruso did a hell of a job, y'all. Caruso did a hell of a job, y'all, just making shots. But here's the problem with the Caruso thing. Right? Here's the problem with the Caruso thing. How many games do you think you're going to get from Caruso like that? Caruso gave you 30 and you still lost. How many more games you think you're going to get like that? All right, this is just a quick rundown of the buckets, y'all. We about to get to some slow down film here in a second. Oh. Herm said, not no more games. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Herm. Not no more games. Hold on, y'all. Let me get the video up here because this one's the wrong one. I'm about to pull it up here in 1 second. But yeah, that was my bad, y'all. I got the film right here. I just selected the wrong file. I needed that for my my shorts edit. About to have it in 1 second. He said OKC was so mid. OKC, no. See, that's the problem with y'all thinking, right? OKC wasn't mid. The Spurs are that good. See, that's how, like, if we talking real basketball, when I start bringing y'all up, this ain't OKC been blitzing everybody all year. Y'all think they just turned mid all of a sudden? The Spurs are just that good. When y'all gonna start giving credit? Remember, Herm, I've been saying it for the longest, right, Herm? Defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. You got all these fools that come on these panels talk about the most important thing in basketball you could do is put the ball in the bucket. Tell that to the Spurs. Tell that to the Spurs. I mean, you can really say the same thing for OKC. Tell that to OKC. Defense wins championships. I told you, there's going to be a passing of the torch, man. All right, I'm about to have this video ready for y'all. My bad. But the way Victor Wembanyama is looking, y'all, the way Victor is looking. Victor is going to be the GOAT. Victor is going to be the GOAT. He's unstoppable. And the scary part about as good as OKC is, I fear that I don't know if OKC has an answer. I think Chet knows that he's outmatched. Hartenstein definitely outmatched. That double big lineup ain't working versus the Spurs. And another guy who at the start of the year, I didn't think, and I got to give credit where credit is due. I wasn't a real big believer in Dylan Harper at the start of the year. Dylan Harper was out there playing like a 7-year vet. Crazy, man. Crazy. These guys, man, and look, man, they have no fear. They're not playing like they know this is the Western Conference Finals. They did all this without Fox. Well, see, the beauty of this is, Mookie, you was right. I can admit it. When I saw Harper and I forgot the other guy's name coming out of Rutgers, they had that horrible year at Rutgers. They couldn't beat anybody. I was down on them because I'm saying if you can't beat some of these HBCUs and you losing the HBCUs at Rutgers with 2 lottery picks on your team, what you gonna do in the league? But that was on me. I was wrong on that one.
This postseason.
All right, hold on, y'all. Let me get this game film up. We're about to get this game film up. We're about to cook. Who y'all got in game 2? He said Chet overhyped. I don't think Chet's overhyped. Nobody hypes him up. He's an all-star. That's about it. I don't think we say Chet's any more than just an all-star. Chet's just a regular, run-of-the-mill all-star caliber player. That's it. Chet's going up against a superstar. That's the problem. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this game up. Oh, where my files at? All right, here we go. All right, we're about to break down this film, y'all. SGA to start the game, man. Look, y'all see. They not letting SGA get any free reign. Caruso, and they really sold out to Caruso. They said somebody else going to have to beat us tonight. All right. Champagne, a guy's not afraid to take big shots, man. Knocks it down in Chet's face. Right. They willing. And, you know, I tell my team this all the time, y'all. Some of the best shots you can take in basketball are the one-on-one shots. You can't run around like the Lakers was doing, hoping to get wide open shots every single time. Sometimes you just have to take the best one-on-one and live with it. Caruso right here getting to the rim. I like how he was going right at Victor Wembanyama, but I don't know how many of those battles you're going to win consistently. Right here. This is when they put Caruso on Victor. And Victor was like, oh, yeah, this is what we trying to do? It took him 2 seconds to make the adjustment. It was over with. Knocking down shots, timely shots, being able to do that. You have to. Hold on, y'all. Let me adjust this volume real quick. No, we good. We good. What are y'all thoughts on the game, man? Legendary game. Double overtime. Couldn't get no better. Clutch shots both ways. right? But, man, OKC, again, put himself in another hole, losing that game 1, you know. And like I said, I don't expect Caruso to give another 30-point game. Look, see how they swarming every time we chasing over. There's no going under. There's no drop coverage, right? That drop coverage will get you destroyed, man. That's exactly how we saw the Pistons get put out yesterday. They stayed in that silly drop coverage, man, getting barbecued all night. Castle getting to the rim and one. This is what they have an intent the way they play, right? Pick and roll. And I like the delay roll. And like some of y'all, I want y'all to see that if y'all watch some of these rolls with Wemby, watch how Wemby rolls. Now, some people, and I'm going to run this back a second. Some people are going to say that Wemby's being lazy. But Wemby is on a delayed roll because he wants the guard to get into the paint first to cause confusion before he rolls in. See, watch. He's on a delay. Then he goes after the guard. That's intentional because that's how he collects all those offensive rebounds. Another shot right there. I mean, everybody shows up. Here's Harper right here with the ball. I mean, he's tough. Good kick out. Carter Bryant, another rookie, man, that just somehow loves defense. Victor bringing it up. You ain't seeing this in the 90s. Victor bringing it up. What type of matchup problems is that going to pose? Harper knocks down a 3, forcing another timeout. The Spurs play from ahead the entire game. He says, I don't think they could afford to lose at home. They can't. You cannot play behind to this Spurs team. They defend too well. Look at SGA. Body. You see who we saw in front of him. Wemby is right there. They're not letting him go anywhere without seeing 2 people. So look, y'all, and I've done a couple shorts about this that I'm going to be dropping this week. Do we do like we did with LeBron? When we saw the Spurs deploy this tactic on LeBron, are we going to make up lies and say, oh, they just letting him shoot? No, they ain't letting him do nothing. They putting body on top of him. They giving him no relief. SGA is the engine of this team. Look, you see multiple people. He can't get nothing off. Look, they just leaving Caruso. They disrespecting Caruso. They don't care about no Caruso. Keep on making shots, Caruso. They disrespecting Caruso. Springer with a solid game. They getting out of transition right now. Williams, I saw him holding that hamstring, y'all, at the end of the game. I saw him holding that hamstring. Look at Wemby turning away from the double team. They tried to sneak the double team. He scoops and comes with the left. Told y'all, almost essentially a perfect player right here. Man, get out the way. Dunk on his ass. Damn. Harper. And then these guys, Vassell, pull up. Now, them be killers right there. Your transition defense got to be on point, man. Chet knocks down his first shot of the half right here. He only made 1 shot in the entire half. I'm talking about completely shell-shocked out there with Victor Wembanyama. But they give up this right here to start the half. This is how they start the half. You do all that talking in halftime, and you come out and you do something like this, man. Come on. Jalen Williams. I mean, look how hard it is. The way OKC is scoring is the way it looked like for the Lakers to score. Every bucket looks hard. Look at SGA. Gets walled off right there. Right? Chet. It's 2 people flying out at him. Chet knocks it down, but look at the pressure. We talking about Wemby glory. That's what Wemby. This whole show is about how Wemby, right? This whole show is about how Wemby. There's absolutely nothing stopping him from being the GOAT. Wemby is the best basketball player that any of us have ever seen, ever. You're going to have all these people, these old heads that come up here and lie, talking about they saw Jordan. We have never seen anybody like Wemby. This dude has a 100 on 2K on defense. This dude is a 100 on offense, low-key. The only thing he don't have that he hasn't fully mastered is probably playmaking and passing. But he damn good at that as it is right now. And you can tell that he's getting the vision. He's starting to see the plays because you can tell he's throwing passes where he knows the man should be. Now, he threw one this game and sailed over his head. But imagine once he really starts to figure it out. Them are going to be dots. It's over with, man. Look at this. OKC is they scrambling, they scraping. Now, this play right here, I like what Mitch did right here when he called the timeout. Got on his ass. Dylan Harper, I got you out here, man. You need to rotate over. Don't be playing defense like the Lakers, just looking at people shoot threes. We not the Lakers. That's what they saying. Then he gets it back. Puts him in a blender right there. Them a grown man moves, man. He's not playing like a rookie, man. There ain't no way. Good backdoor by Williams right here. And that's how you beat an aggressive defense, right? Help should have been loaded up if you're going to be pressed up on the ball like that. SGA, another contested shot. SGA driving in. Who you see right there? Give that ball up to Caruso. Let Caruso shoot these. Remember, Luke Kennard got burnt out after 2 games. How many of these games can Caruso give you? If Caruso 30 ain't good enough to win, what you think when Caruso don't drop 30? Right? Castle, one of the most poised players in the game, man, taking over at the point guard spot with Fox out, man, did a hell of a job. He did have some early turnovers, but he did a decent job tonight. AJ Mitchell, is it just me, y'all? Is it just me? Or did OKC look better when AJ Mitchell was starting over J-Dub? Y'all tell me. I thought they looked better with AJ Mitchell. Look at Wemby right here in the paint. This is a hell of a shot right here. Turns away from the double team and then goes over the 7-foot check. Look at Vassell again. Tough. Vassell should be a starter, y'all. Vassell should be starting. Vassell could start on any team in this league. Coming off the bench, I believe, for the Spurs. Yeah, Wemby definitely getting the finals MVP. Look at SGA. Look at that shaded help. Look at that shaded help. Remember, y'all, we talk about these types of defenses. You couldn't do this in the 90s. We're going to run that back a quick second. You couldn't do this in the 90s. Look at his help. Look where Wemby's standing. See, when we talk about these games, y'all, we talk about how hard it is. You got Castle loaded up. You got Victor Wembanyama loaded up. Vassell starts. Vassell does start, but I believe there was a point in the year where he wasn't starting. But Vassell's nice, y'all. I'm telling y'all, Vassell is nice. But look at this. Look at this. You got 3 men. SGA. Now think about this. You do all of this practicing over the summer, working on all these moves. What the hell move can you work on over the summer that can prepare you for Castle, one of the best perimeter defenders, protecting the middle, and Victor Wembanyama, one of the best interior and perimeter defenders, protecting the paint. And they loaded up, and they not restricted by no type of illegal defense. Look at this. And then look at the ball pressure. I keep telling y'all, in basketball, ball pressure is key. Ball pressure will win you games. If you out there coaching a team, and you don't know what you're doing, just tell everybody to apply ball pressure. It'll ultimately start causing problems. We're going to keep playing this. Look at the problems it's presenting for them. And there are no middle defense. Remember, I always talk to y'all when we're doing these film studies. I talk to y'all about teams that are no middle. Nobody wants SGA in the middle of the floor. Look at that. He's doing everything possible so SGA can't get middle. So he runs that baseline. Now he gets the and one here, right? Because Wemby got too high, but you see what their defensive principles are, right? Look at the pass right there. Get out the way, Chet. Chet, quit being soft. Chet gets bodied out the way by Dylan Harper. SGA right here, no middle defense. SGA, good pass though, but it gets deflected. Everything's tough. J-Dub these are all tough shots. Wemby, Jesus Christ, but good block right here. Wemby drives baseline. They recover. This is where the game started really getting tight right here. Caruso was finding ways to score, man, but they was really letting him play. They was really leaving him wide open. I don't know how Caruso honors this 30. They just giving him free buckets. Vassell with a tough, that man was knocking down so many clutch threes. It was crazy. SGA, man. SGA doing what he do. He had a nice job. There go Caruso with one of them same silly, cheap fouls. And these are the fouls right here. And I would tell Caruso, stop pissing these players off with these silly, cheap fouls. He did that to LeBron in the last series, pissed the Lakers off. Now you're doing it to now you're trying to do it to Victor Wembanyama like it ain't gonna be repercussions. That man Victor got up and started clapping. I keep telling y'all, Victor low-key kind of crazy. Look at this. Victor got up after this and started clapping. SGA right here on the pull-up. Just giving them open threes. Castle coming off the pick and roll. Champagne, bombs. Boy, they was making timely shots tonight. Everything's hard. Look at J-Dub having to drive into the paint. Gets the roll there. Good drive. SGA, good take. But I don't think that was a foul, but the refs gave him a foul for the effort right here. I think Vicker could have done a better job of getting a better shot right here. But he still gets the shot up and over. Good bucket right there. And that's what I mean. Clutch, knowing when to drive. He knows how to turn away from the double teams. He doesn't put himself in bad situations all the time. Hell of a way to get the game tied up right here by SGA. That was a hell of an ATO that they called, right? One play right here. This is where, again, Wemby loses the ball. Chet comes over for the block. This is into the first overtime, right? And this is where I was thinking, I'm watching the game, y'all. I'm thinking, man, this can get a little shaky. This can get a little shaky right here. It can get a little shaky. Spurs got the lead. And notice how the Spurs are playing. They never play from behind. Wemby right there just going up and over the top of people. Right? They're doing a good job. Remember, strong side. How do we know? And then look, y'all, I'm just going to give y'all more pointers. How do we know that they're just selling out? How do we know they're completely selling out to stop SGA? They did. This is what you see here, y'all. This is criminal on any other basketball team. Champagne is strong side. Strong side is never supposed to help. But they are hell-bent on basically saying, SGA, you aren't beating us tonight. SGA, somebody else is beating us tonight. They are helping off strong side just to stop SGA. Look at this. And Caruso just did a good job of capitalizing on the opportunities. He made shots. You got to give him credit. Good effort right here by OKC. They get in the transition. This is where they take that lead. And I know they were feeling good about themselves, but they didn't panic right here. When you got that alien down there, Victor Wembanyama, who can get his hands on any ball, don't matter. SGA puts him up. But this three right here, told y'all. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. If this was the 90s, if this was the 80s, San Antonio loses this game. San Antonio loses this game because them coaches was too stupid to realize that big men who can shoot threes are the most lethal thing on a basketball court. And Victor Wembanyama knows. Look, they give him the ball back. Victor, you do this. Look at Caruso dumbass. Bop. Tie game, man. Hold on. What did King's Speech Rose say? Sheesh, can a good game breathe? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Does that mean we can't talk about the game? What are we supposed to do? Hey, not Luca. What are we supposed to be in here doing? Twiddling our thumbs? What are we supposed to do? What other game are we supposed to be talking about? Are we supposed to talk about how the Cavs about to run through your Knicks? What are we supposed to talk about? I really don't want the Knicks Cavs. That's boring. That shit boring. Nobody talking about no slow 5'10" Jalen Brunson running around, foul baiting and all that crazy. No, we're not talking about that. We talking about arguably one of the greatest players in NBA history that we watching in 4K. About to sit here and talk about no scars. What are y'all talking about? It's other Knicks lives. Them Knicks lives be dead. The Knicks are done. It's over with. Y'all playing for second place over there. Get to the finals. Y'all playing for second place. Do what the Knicks do best. Lose. Now we got the Knicks talk out the way. We can get back to the real basketball. The real games. Another tough shot right there. And I love San Antonio's activity after the shot goes up. Now, Caruso did a good job of breaking that up. That was a great play call right there. But again, Caruso sniffed it out. But this play right here, man, that play right there, I don't think y'all understand how good you got to be to pull something like this off, man. I'm telling y'all. Watch this. One step. And not only, like, that's how you know he's an alien. That's impossible for anybody in NBA history except Wemby. OKC not going away. San Antonio still got the lead. He gets to the rim right here and one right here. And now they're just starting to carve them up right here. OKC's just running out of gas. OKC's playing a team that's damn near just as young as them and defend a little bit better than them. I mean, there were certain guys they really couldn't even play that much tonight. Hardenstein, we didn't see much of Lou Dort. They now start to become liabilities versus a team like this. Right, we got a minute left. It's still a close game. It's still a winnable game until you get a ball to Victor. I told y'all he's going to figure that gimmick out. Late game, 1 minute left in double overtime. And you putting Caruso on Wemby? Watch this, y'all. I told you he would figure it out. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just going to body him. I'm going to seal. We're going to throw it over the top. Chet Chet has to be mindful of Champagnie. Why does Chet have to be mindful of Champagnie? Champagnie's then bombed 2 threes in his eyeball tonight already. Now Chet, this is what happens when you make shots. Now Chet has to worry. Who do I help? And then he just goes down there and get boomed on. And gives up the and one. Oh, heck of a game right here, y'all. Heck of a game. And just throwing it up right there. They still got Caruso on Victor Wembanyama. Game's pretty much over right here. And this block sealed it right here. That was another video game level block right there. Wow. Another great game, y'all. Another great game. I'm about to go ahead and start bringing people up to cook, man. Y'all thoughts on the game, man. I thought that was, you can't ask for more, man. Double overtime. You get an all-time historic game out of Victor Wembanyama. As I told you guys in the last series, the playoffs is about what? It's not about who had the better record in the regular season. It's not about who has the better players. It's about matchups. The playoffs is about matchups. If you can match up with a team, you can win the series. If you look at any upset that's happened in NBA history, it's traditionally happened because the other team just has the pieces to match up with you. That's it. It's not rocket science. The Spurs just have exactly what you need to attack OKC offensively and to defend them. I mean, Castle, Carter Bryant, all of their defenders are extremely physical defenders. Right? You can tell that when they go scout and recruit players, they are looking for certain intangibles. And obviously, you got Victor Wembanyama, the ultimate cheat code, man. Let me go ahead and start bringing people up. Request up if you want to come up and cook on the game. Obviously, one of the best games I've seen in a while. We got Inside the Arc back here. We got Ochi up here. Let me get y'all up here to cook. Hopefully, we can get people up here to cook on this game, man. Uh-oh, is my TikTok acting fugazi again? Because it's not bringing y'all up. My TikTok must be acting fugazi again. I don't know. I might have to reset the studio and come back in. Salute to the managers. Appreciate you guys sharing the live, man. Make sure y'all share that live. Hold on. Let me see somebody. If it doesn't let y'all up in the backstage, then I'm going to have to restart my studio and then come back in. Hold on. Let me see. Try to let you guys up. It's probably letting people. Can you guys hear the people that are up here? Salute to Vanessa for following the live creator. Appreciate you following the live creator. Salute. Nah, it looks like they still pending to get up, man. TikTok is on that Fugazi one again. Nah, they not talking. Can y'all see their profiles at least? This is just TikTok being TikTok, man. TikTok been on one. Y'all can hear me. You said it kicked you inside? Yeah, TikTok is being Fugazi again, y'all. TikTok is being Fugazi. Y'all can see their profiles. I don't know. I might have to hop out and try to come back in. I might have to. I don't know. It's kind of risky when I do this, but hopefully it don't shut down the live. We'll see. Now it says my live will end if I exit. It says it's over with if I exit. Hold on, let me see if it works with Inside the Arc here. I wish there was like a refresh button. I could just refresh this whole thing. Let me see. He says, great game. Spurs are different. No, the Spurs just, look, man, this is what happens when you defend. Why y'all think I'm always big on defensive teams? You defend, you always going to give yourself a chance. It don't matter what your offense look like. NBA history has shown us this. You can have the best looking offense in NBA history and never win a championship. We saw it with the Phoenix Suns. I don't know why people obsess and glaze over offensive players as much as they do. Defense has always been the solution in basketball. Always. It has always been like this. And they never changed. Yeah, TikTok has a whole bunch of issues, y'all, man. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going on with it. I may try to reset if I know if I reset and come back in, I've done it once before, it'll fix itself. But it's risky because it's saying if I exit out, it's gonna end the live. So it's a little bit risky, man.